And we're back with some more Wild Arms 3. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Now, I made an executive decision not to grind any gems and level up my gear anymore than I already did in the last episode. Primarily because we had enough gems on us to do 2 upgrades here, 1 upgrade here, 1 upgrade here, and I didn't actually upgrade Clive, so he'll be getting an upgrade next time, which is an interesting turn of events, but I think we'll be pretty good. Alright. So let's get to it, shall we? So let's go ahead and stay. That's fine. And I believe we get a scene in order to continue the story? Or not? Well, maybe not. So I just wasted 160 some odd bucks. So here's where you can buy some heal berries. Oh wait, that's selling. Never mind. You can't buy healberries. What's wrong with me? Blah, blah, blah. Let me see here. I know what I'm doing wrong. Chat. Looking for leads? You're quite the diligent drifter, aren't you? I love my job too. Life's easier if you like your job, and it's great not having any complaints. What do you say? I give you some info if all 4 of you eat here. It'll be about 150 gela. It's a deal. Much obliged. Leave it to me for good food, good drink, and good company. Oops, did I say good company? Well, shucks. Please excuse me and this mouth of mine. Here in Jolly Roger, we got lots of old tales of treasure, and they ain't really that old. I'm talking about a prize that none of you drifters have ever been able to get their hands on. The Eternal Sparkle. In ages past, our world was ruled by a race of wicked demons until they were pushed to the brink of extinction. A demon knight assigned 3 followers to protect a treasure. That treasure was the Eternal Sparkle. I'm glad you are all such good listeners, but I need to start fixing dinner. Just have a seat at the table. I'll bring you some supper and get to the rest of my story in a jiffy. The Eternal Sparkle. It's the gemstone on the back of Angelina Jolie's butt plug. Anyway, man, I'm a fool. And what a cook she is. She hooked up good. I wouldn't worry about the tab. Not only did we have our goodbye party, but we got a valuable lead as well. Yeah, you got a point. Anyway, what do you all think about the information she provided? Do you want to go investigate? I'm going. I don't care what you guys do. I prefer to work alone anyway. So the legendary Eternal Sparkle. In ages past, our world was ruled by a race of wicked demons until they were pushed to the brink of extinction. The demon knight assigned 3 followers to protect the treasure. That treasure was the Eternal Sparkle. The 3 followers transformed themselves into seals to protect the Eternal Sparkle, awaiting the return of the demon knight. And one of those seals lies nearby this town. That's what she said, right? It's the sparkle part that makes you think that's some kind of gem, don't it? Aren't the legends full of these things? Unless we're sure it's worth something, I don't want any part of it. I'm out of here. An old legend, huh? Considering that they remain strong, either this lead is a red herring, or, even if it's true, then there's no doubt that it would be hazardous. I have nothing better to do, but I'm just not as enthusiastic about the prospects. Don't worry about it. Our partnership ends here. Once outside, we'll scatter into the wind. I'll head out alone. I've always been alone. And I like being alone. There you go again. You can only do so much by yourself. If we stay together, we can do that much more. The 4 of us have different likes and dislikes, so we should all support each other. Who cares if it's tough? As long as there's 4 of us, there's always a glimmer of hope in the darkness. We've released the Guardians. The 4 of us can make a great team. I didn't expect that after all farewell celebration. Have you been thinking about that? The first meeting might have been coincidence, But we didn't come all this way due to our individual strengths. We did it as a team. Someday, I want to say it wasn't just a coincidence, it was fate. Guys, let's make our mark as one. Ow! Well, that was a mouthful. Hey, did I say something funny? Am I missing something?
Yeah, you're missing something. Never thought anybody could say stuff like that with a straight face. But you do have a point. Drifters would never leave their mark if all they did was drift.
You mean?
You betcha, I'm all for it. And you ain't got nothing else to do, right?
Oh, well, I suppose you're right. All right, I'm game. I consider it prudent for all of us to pool our resources until we're able to set individual goals. Yippee! We're a team! Now we're all going to seek out the eternal sparkle. Not so fast. Oh, what, you got some kind of problem? Yeah, big problem. That's funny. I thought you couldn't wait to head out treasure hunting. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you pestering me on my way. What nerve? What nerve? I work alone, and I don't have time to play with the wannabe drifters. Wannabe drifters? Okay, tough guy. You say you work alone, so fill me in. Tell me what you've done. Tell everyone here all about the great things you've been able to do by being all by your fantastic self. Hey, I'm talking to you. Oh, before you start mumbling excuses, let me ask you what you were doing in the car with the Arc Scepter. You were planning on making off with it, weren't you? And what happened? You blew it. You didn't have what it takes to steal a cowboy. And here you are, saying you work best when you're alone. Where did you get such a big head? Why, you. That's not... Ugh. I wasn't the only one after that cargo that night.
Whoa, hey, that's all besides the point. So, like, yeah, we're so, who cares if we're wannabe drifters? We can take it easy and have fun while we venture into the unknown, right? Right?
Perhaps you're right. Look, leader. Me? Who else? This is your idea, isn't it? So, leader, let us reaffirm our collective purpose. Well, we have 3 goals. To find the ruins where the eternal sparkle lies, to work as a team, and lastly, to make the eternal sparkle ours. See, that's why I work alone.
Give it a rest, hero. You're just hurting yourself. Besides, when it comes to persuasion, she trounces all of us hands down.
Were you two listening?
Oh, of course. We were looking forward to working with you, leader.
Speak for yourself, punk. All right, so very reluctant people, aren't they? Howdy, good to see you, kiddos. Let's go. Oh, what's the face for? I know you found some clues. Come on, give us a little hint. Please. Why would I help a scoundrel like you?
A scoundrel?
Ooh, that hurts. We're drifters. Sometimes our goals collide, but it comes with the territory. So please lay off the insults. You want the eternal sparkle? How did you... You've been spying on us. There you go again. Look, anybody in this town with half a brain can find that out. Ain't much else to this town. Look, let's work together. With all of us, I'm sure we can uncover the location of... No, I can't trust you. I hate not trusting people, but still, I just said I'd make a team with these drifters I met out on the wasteland, so I can't work with you right now. Well, that's too bad. Just listen to this. I heard the eternal sparkle is somewhere inside an ancient vault called the Ruins of Memory.
The Ruins of Memory?
An old museum constructed by the ancients that houses the history of our world. Some say it's been plundered before, but no one knows how deep it is in there. It is quite a mysterious layout. Well, maybe that's why some still whisper of relics inside, yet untouched by modern hands. Believe me or not, it's your choice, Princess. But we're not trying to fool you. You can trust me on that one. Next time we meet, I hope you'll be ready to help us out. Because I had to make some sacrifices to come out here and see you.
Guy's kind of a dick. So, at least we now have a location. Yay! So out we go. So, we need to head pretty much southwest of the town here to find what we're looking for. It should be down. Ah, sweet. So this is something that can happen. We're going to go and collect all this stuff when it's a lot easier to do, but randomly you can actually find stuff. And in that case, we found some money. But more importantly, as the game progresses, we'll get a tool that will help us locate them on the world map, actually. So we have arrived in the Ruins of Memory. A place that we'll have to make a second trip back at much later in the game. And I always, sometimes in my playthroughs, forget to come back this way. It's hard to remember everything.
Pretty quick on the trigger. But as a drifter, it may cost you your life if you don't pull it.
What are you doing here?
I want to join forces, Princess. Didn't I mention that before? And I do have a name. Allow me to introduce myself. Janice Cascade. And the pleasure is all mine. I seem to have made a bad first impression. You have every right to reject my offer. But that is precisely why I want to join forces. I want to redeem myself and earn your trust. If you're after the eternal sparkle, we'd like to help.
Don't do it, it's all a lie.
Fine. Let's find the eternal sparkle together.
Hey, what are you thinking? We can't trust this guy.
As long as you are the leader, we shall abide by your decision. However, are you sure you have carefully thought this out?
I understand your concern, but everybody deserves a second chance. I don't like to hold grudges. It's too hard and painful to handle. To tell you the truth, I don't trust him 100% either. But at some point I have to do this, or else I'll be skeptical of him forever. And that's why I choose to trust him just now.
Understood. I shall accept his our leader's decision. Look, you have my utmost respect, Princess. I wish I could think like you. Actually, maybe I did back in the day.
Well, now that we're a team, what are you guys gonna do for us?
Information. We can provide information about the demons who are said to have sealed the eternal sparkle.
Demons?
I'm sure you've heard of them. Those demons you hear about in folklore. They are said to have existed ages ago. And their spiteful rancor supposedly lives on within these ruins. Do you know what that means? The eternal sparkle and the demons are somehow connected. I'll tell you more once we find it. I think it's a fair deal. We just need you to escort us deep within this trap-filled ruins.
With our strength and your information, we'll get through these ruins in no time. We're counting on you, Janice.
Flub that up a little bit. Same here, Princess. Same here.
But no, they do not actually join our party.
Be kind of cool if you had a 6-character party, but meh. This game's not thinking that far ahead. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing. It's just it's not considering that as an option. You know what I might do too is I might move some of our magic powers around. I'm thinking, I don't want to actually do that. Do it something like that. I think would be good. So the enemies in here aren't any true difficult thing. The books will use magic, and sometimes they'll waste turns doing things like this that are mostly manageable. Nothing that we can't usually not handle because of Clive's accuracy and the accuracy of Virginia and Jet. That them buffing shouldn't be a big deal. But you'll notice they're fast. So that's something to be slightly weary about. Do. Let's do that. That should hopefully end the battle here. Now, keep in mind, Jet and Clive have actually equivalent attacks right now. Strangely enough. Because we gave the upgrade to Jet, but not to Clive. And that's okay, because we're not pulling too... Whoops, sorry about that. I'm pushing the mic back so I can sit up straight. We're not relying on Clive's single big old kill attack. I mean, we could have to cancel out, like, an enemy or something, but wasn't fully necessary, so I didn't really do it. Necessary. So you can see we can't really get through here, so let's go back this way. And make our way around the room. And same fight, so we'll move on. Alright, let's keep moving. So we run into that to open Sesame. And then we need to come over here and deal with the locked door. Alright, let's keep moving. Got it. Let's go with Clive again. And we'll pick another fight. Alright, let's keep moving. Really quick. Turn off them torches. And another fight, which isn't it's not a big deal. You do want to get into fights here. Ooh, new enemy. Let's have fun. Attack. Might want to change out his Morgolt, I think. There's a reason I'm considering that, too. But we may kill him before he gets a turn here, beyond that attack. Because remember, killing a monster with magic actually gives you a crystal, which is worth money, and we need money right now, that's for sure. But there's never any shame when trying to kill enemies with your magic attacks. Nice, and then that means Clive's gonna level up soon, which is always a good thing. Not much of a puzzle once you figure out you just gotta break the glass. Sweet. this leads... Yeah, this leads to the first room. We don't want to drop down, trust me. Then you gotta run through the whole dungeon again. So we don't necessarily want to do that. And a Gela card. So the lucky card doubles XP earned in a single battle, and a Gela card doubles Gela earned in a single battle. We're gonna hold on to those items for a while. You could probably figure we'll end up using them frequently and with gusto in boss fights. But early on in the game, we're probably going to hold out and try to kind of stockpile them up until we get at least 5 or some odd, maybe less, maybe not. We want to start getting to the point where bosses are worth around, I'd say, 800 to 900 XP. Once you get into that range of XP bonus for a boss, then it starts paying off. Most boss fights are barely worth 100 right now. And that's, you know, so, and meaning each time, you know, if you have a 3 enemy boss fight, you're going to be lucky to get more than like 200 XP or less. So it makes more sense to just wait until you get something substantial. Because they're not finite. You can get them as very rare drops, but I mean that's what they are. They're very, very rare drops. And ultimately, I don't tend to find it worth using until you're much further in the game. And it's, like I said, it's for good reason to... shoot. It's for good reason, too. I don't think I wanted to be in here. Believe... There we go. So I didn't want to... I missed a room here. It's like as soon as I notice the door shut behind me, it's like, oh, I know where I am, not where I want to be, which is what the key word is. Let's go in here. And we get a lucky card. Dragonfly. Is that our second lucky card or our first lucky card? Oh, that's our first. So, I rephrased what I said because I thought we had a lucky card already. But if you're familiar with other Wild Arms games, you know lucky cards double XP and Gela cards double Gela in a battle. So we're going to use those when they're most advantageous to us. We don't just want to use them on waste of time boss fights and whatnot. Really quick, as a heads up, some enemies drop traps, chests, and some of them are not always traps. You want to take the character with the best luck to open the treasure chest, because they can usually disarm the trap, and then you get all the perks of what's there. So just make sure that you are very careful with those rooms, with those chests. If nobody has good luck, you just go for the person with the closest to best luck. Just saying. All right, so we're back here. Really quick, just to let you guys know, I reset I gave Terror Roar to Gallows and Morgolt to or Fire's Edge or whatever you want to call it to Virginia, just because I want to be able to expand defensive attacks and whatnot. So just as a heads up, that's what I did. Alright, let's keep moving here. Open Sesame. We'll grab you, which is the memo pen, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and the growth egg, which we can also talk about. But what it is really the memo pen allows a medium to gain a permanent ability, and it's to protect against something quite relevant. It's amnesia. But we're not going to deal with that so much in this dungeon, so we'll hold on to it for now. And then the growth egg raises the MTC by 1. We're going to hold on to this too. MTC is how often a character can summon a guardian in battle. So again, we don't need to spend that right away. This is a Duplo chest, so it's sealed by magic, so we'll have to come back and get this later. It's not very good anyway, so you don't want to really waste time getting it now, anywho. Whoops. See if we can see it here. Oh, there we go. And then... It's kind of a trick one. Like that. I mean, not much of a trick, but it is kind of funny. The eternal sparkle? Only a select few have actually come in contact with it. But one thing's for sure, it's much greater than any jewel or precious metal known to man. Excuse me. A great power is bestowed upon the one who comes in contact with it. It grants a spear that can destroy all life. That is the eternal sparkle's true essence. But that's all rubbish if you ask me. There are, however, avaricious people in this sick world. Let me try that again. There are, however, avaricious people in this sick world that would do or pay anything to get their grubby little hands on it.
Janice, what do you think you're doing?
Coming all the way here, hired by some dubious blokes, covering myself in filthy dust. I guess you can call me avaricious. Thank you, princess. I really enjoy your company. Now, if I may, I must go cash in my treasure.
Janice, you tricked us, you double-crosser.
Tricked you? Heavens no! Oh, I almost forgot my end of the bargain. And here is a shield, which bears the name of the demon Horatio. Jericho. Something like that. It's kind of like a good luck charm. Aside from this Jericho, there are two other shields, the Andro and the Creo. The eternal sparkle is said to be sealed by all three. And now I now hold one of the three shields scattered throughout the world. The second one is currently being excavated, and the third one seems to be in the hands of a certain drifter. Of course, I plan on stealing that one in the near future. I'm sorry I made a fool out of you, but I was just doing my job. As I've told you before, we drifters are neither good nor either evil. We're either winners or losers. Now make way before I'm forced to hurt you.
I tried my best to trust you. All my comrades had doubts, and yet I went ahead and joined forces with you. I wanted to try my best to believe. I wanted so badly to trust. And then...
Save the sob story, princess. That's just how the game's played here in the wasteland.
I won't let anyone make a mockery of people who are trying so hard.
That's what I like about you, princess. But the thing is, you're starting to get on my nerves. You're rubbing me the wrong way by carrying all that inexperienced weight into the wasteland. You remind me of my youth, back when I was still green. You're a reflection of the old me. You're just a figment of my past. Now watch as I trample over you. Dario, pull yourself together and shut your fly. I'm good to go, boss. Romero, don't be shaking in your boots.
All set to go, boss.
Prepare to execute the Trinity. We can go all out here.
The Trinity? What are you planning to do?
Unlike your inexperienced team, we're about to perform a feat that defines the word experience. It's a triple dose of combination attacks, but I think you'll have a better taste for it once you experience it for yourself. For corn! Okay. Alright, let's get to it here. So, unlike the first time we dealt with these clowns, we actually got to go for Janice first. Why? Because the cake is a lie. We need to get our FP up because we're going to have to do some buffing for ourselves and get Virginia in a position so she can AoE heal as needed, because that Trinity attack's nothing to joke about, as you're about to see here. It could single shot Virginia. Hopefully it doesn't. Ooh! It didn't. But we do need to be weary of it, as I said. And getting Gallows FP up will allow him to AoE cast Protect and Shell as needed. Hence why I'm making the effort to do it. So we'll go ahead and heal Barry there. Keep attacking Gallows. Keep attacking Clive. I'm not that interested in lock-on or accelerator, so we're really just trying to get... Oops, I attacked the wrong character. God damn it. Didn't I? That's okay. So this is the reason why this is bad, because Janice is just going to use a heal berry on any of his friends. So we need to go after him. By the way, every battle in this game has a very, very big kind of... yeah, there's Multiblast. Has a very big set of conditions in order to win it. So just something to keep in mind. So this is, you can see this is going to draw the battle out very, very much. Because there's no way we can one-shot any of these guys. So, yeah. Killing Janice is the priority here. And to get Virginia's FP up, we're going to go ahead and let her attack this round and let Gallows do a healing to Virginia, since she really kind of needs it. Let's actually attack the right enemy this time. Heal. And reload. You'd think Janice wouldn't, you would heal himself, but he is the strongest attacker. Tastes like healing. And you can see his buddies are wasting a lot of turns dicking around, strangely enough. Attack, and attack. But we can't just kill Janice and end the battle. So it's not so killing him first is going to allow us to kill the others, I believe. I'm going to be late. Dario, Romero, you two hold them off while I go back and report. But boss, that's suicide. You know we can't use the Trinity without you.
Are you just using us as pawns so you can make your escape?
Quit your whining. If I don't bring back the Heretico shield, then who will? Listen up. For once in your life, fight like you've never fought before. And if you're still alive, meet me at the usual place. What a dick.
So it's just you and me, huh, bro?
You know, I've read somewhere that in times of crises, people have the power to accomplish the impossible. Let's do or die now. Let's go all out, or else the boss will have our heads for sure.
It's gonna take a burning house for me to build up that power. And it ain't gonna be amount too much. Anyway, let's just make sure we don't die out here. That's the best we can do.
These guys are idiots. They're gonna get murdered hard. And yes, we're gonna go after Romero first because he is technically the weakest. And maybe to speed this up, we'll not worry about Gatling. Reload. Since we are pretty strong, you can kind of tell we didn't need to worry too much about using Gatling or the AoE force abilities. We'll probably be fine for the rest of the fight. But you can see why I was planning it in case we needed to put up some defensive magic. Luckily, it wasn't really necessary. Nice. This should, I think, end the battle.
If only our boss were here, you guys would have been dead, mate.
Sounds like an excuse from a sore loser. I'm sure there's more where that came from. Get off your high horse. We'll make you regret the day you ever met us.
Kinda like how they goofily run away. So we get a fire gem because we beat one of them with a magic attack, and we get a duplicator. And Virginia gets 0.1% extra XP for her diligent effort, as that is usually the reason why those things are granted. You'll see more into that later in the game, of that being relevant. Don't think too much on it now. It's a little intricate to try to explain, but it is a neat little thing that can kind of, go down, as they say.
Oh, those guys make me sick to my stomach.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry. If only I hadn't trusted them.
I'll say.
You cannot let mistakes here and there get you down.
Just remember, you are the team leader.
You're right. If the Eternal Sparkle really is such a deadly artifact, we can't let them have it. And from what Janice was saying, they haven't obtained all the shields yet, right? Then if we act now, we can still stop those thugs from obtaining the Eternal Sparkle.
Most likely.
Then what are we doing standing around with our heads hung low? Let's go back to Jolly Roger and find out more about them remaining shields.
Sounds like a good idea.
And we are back on the Veld map. So we're going to head back to Jolly Roger. We're hurting a little bit, but nothing we can't handle. And we are beefed up pretty good. We left that dungeon relatively safe and sound. So we'll go back to town. And we'll go ahead and... It's not you. Where is he? The doomed creatures aren't happy. They lend no ear to the plights of ships. These days, land routes are more practical than sea ones. It's safer to take a train. Midland Station is to the northwest. Ever since monsters started showing up, they can't repair the trains quickly enough, so right now they just go west. But long ago, the place was the central junction for railways from all over Filgaia. So, pretty much, we actually know where to go. Yes, we do have a duplicator and could go get that Duplo chest, but we're going to actually hold off on that for the greater good. Let's go ahead and heal up. Because it'd be cheaper to do it here than elsewhere. Well, I guess it's all about the same when you really break it down, so meh. And so there we go. So we need to go and find a railway. Well, we did see one on our way to Jolly Roger, so it should give us a good idea of where we need to go next. So hopefully we'll be ready to do that. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And when we come back, off to the railway we go, and hopefully to find out where Janice and his butt buddies went in order to get back that shield and prevent him from gaining the power to possibly destroy the world. Seems kind of like a weird little start here, doesn't it? Well, let's see where it takes us. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for more live gaming action from tabletops, board games, and blind plays, and more. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we will see you guys next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.